All right, well, good morning and welcome everyone. I've got about 1 minute after the hour, so we will get underway. Thank you for joining us today for our meeting on giving life insurance sales, your sales process some speed. My name is Tom Vukovic. I head up the Financial Products Division with Insurance Network America. And we've got a great turnout today. I'm excited to see you all join us. With the month of September being Life Insurance Awareness Month, you know, I often think, all right, what does that mean to you? And, you know, sometimes I've joked in the past, this could seem like a Hallmark holiday, right? But I'll tell you, our purpose today is really to help provide you with great tools and ideas to continue to help build your business. And this is our ongoing commitment year-round. But when I think of September being Life Insurance Awareness Month, it's how can we double down on getting the word out to clients, helping you with different tools to make your business more efficient. And that is exactly what we're going to cover today. So we're going to try and keep today's call to 30 minutes because we know your time's important. But our hope here is to show you some tools that are already available to you through Insurance Network America on our website. And that'll help mainstream your term life business and give you hopefully some additional ideas. And we're going to go through everything from A to Z on this process. We have Justin Martin with us today. And Justin is our life insurance marketing specialist. And he is going to walk you through everything on this. So if you have questions throughout the call, please submit them on the through the GoToWebinar system there. We'll try to answer them. And if we don't, we'll certainly reach out to you. If we run out of time, we'll reach out to you after. But you know, we have some people on here that are new to us. I want to encourage you to take a look at Insurance Network America. Give us a call. I encourage you to contract with us. We have the people to help. We have the top contracts to help your business. And we put you and your clients first. And I think you'll find that pretty quickly when you work with us. Our 800 number is 800-456-7999. And again, I thank you all for joining us here today. What I will do at this point, I would like to introduce our life insurance marketing specialist, Justin Martin. And Justin, I will hand the controls over to you. Thank you, Justin.
Great. Thank you, Tom. I want to thank each of you for being on the call today. I'm really excited for the opportunity to show you some tools that will help you increase your life insurance sales. Some of the things that I would like to focus on today is how to log into our website, insurancenetworkamerica.com, how to begin the e-app process by starting with a term life insurance quote, using the quoting software in the sales process, and how to successfully complete an in good order life insurance e-app. So if at any time, if you miss anything in this presentation or if I am going too fast, we are recording it for you so that you can access this through our website. Also, please reach out to us if you have any questions at all or any difficulties in this process. So if you have not done so, we encourage you to take the time to register on our website at www.insurancenetworkamerica.com. I'm going to show you how to do this, but there are several tools available that will help you to be successful and to help you grow your business.
And Justin, it's Tom. I just want to make sure that you got I flipped the screen over to you. Are you able to?
There we go. How's that look?
There we go. Great. Now I can see your screen. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Perfect.
Didn't mean to interrupt you.
Thank you.
Carry on.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and begin from our home page, as you see here. From the home page, you will want to select Login or Register from the padlock icon in the far right column. You'll see that over here, Secure Login and Register. Now, if you have created a login and password, you can enter that information here in the login section. If you have not and you need to register, you can do that here. We do not use any of this information in the registration for anything other than getting to know you a little bit better and to get a better understanding of your business so that we can better serve you and keep you up to date with relevant industry information. So once you go through, you fill out this information and hit submit, it'll take you back to the main screen. Now, when you get back to this screen, we will go ahead and get started now that we have covered the basics of the registration of how to log into our website, and we can start the term life quote process. Now, I would like to add as well that you are not limited to just a term life quote. You can also run guaranteed universal life quotes from our website. If you do want to run an indexed universal life quote or a whole life quote, I encourage you to call your marketing rep. They'll be able to further assist you with those to collect the additional information so we can really help you find the best product and solution for your client. You can also do that with the different prompts here. You'll see request a universal life illustration. If you go in here, you can fill out that information and submit it. It will get over to our marketing team, and they will reach out to you to get some more details on the case. And of course, we'll start immediately working on the case for you to get it ready to present to your client. I just want to kind of touch briefly on each of these points here. So from this page, you'll see several options and tools available to you. You can request a universal life illustration. Here you can pull all the necessary life insurance forms. If you prefer to use a paper application, you can do that just following this prompt. You can run a term life quote, which we'll touch on here shortly. Life insurance product search. This is a handy option if you're looking for a specific product. When you go into this, it'll bring up all the carriers that we represent and all the different products that we have in our portfolio. You can go through each one. Compare product features. This is a handy feature that you can go in and compare two carriers side by side as well as their products. You can find, underwriting requirements, different things that you need to know in order to successfully present that to your client. Easy submit life applications. This is a handy feature as well. If you've already completed the quote in an earlier appointment, or if we've sent you quotes that you've showed your client, you can actually go to this here and start the e-application directly from this link. Help for your hard-to-place clients. At Insurance Network, we do specialize in hard-to-place cases. We have a great system. We can shop out and search for favorable underwriting for your hard-to-place clients. All you need to do is click on that Get Assistance Now. It'll get all the information we need to give you a call and to get some more information on that prospect so we can immediately get to work for you on that. And then, of course, we have the where to send the life insurance of business. This is our address for mailing any of that business over to us, and it'll go directly to our case management team. So now we will start at Run a Term Life Quote. It's going to prompt us to log in and run a quote. So now that we've registered and gone through that, you can enter your username and login password here. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that. I like to click Remember Me just for the purpose of if you exit out of this, it's going to ask you for that information all again. And we don't always remember our username and password. So if you click Remember Me, the computer will do that for you. And then you can log in and go directly into where you need to go at a future date. So now that we have logged in, we can go into the Term Life Quoting Engine. So this will look familiar to a lot of you, whether you've used this quoting software, this is iPipeline, whether you've used this through another brokerage or you've used this on our website. So this is pretty basic. You can go in, populate the information that you need to run a quote, and we'll run through this here. Gender, male. Now, payment option, you have the option to select from annual, semi-annual, quarterly, or monthly. I always recommend to go with annual. There is a modal discount if you select this option, but most of the time clients do like to go with monthly, depending on who you're working with. So let's go ahead and select annual for this purpose here. In the desired product type, you're going to see two options here, the guaranteed and non-guaranteed term. What that is a guaranteed level death benefit, guaranteed level premium. So this is your traditional underwriting term. Below it, you'll see simplified issue. So if you are working with a client who does not like to, who does not want to do a paramed or blood and urine, they can select this option and see the simplified issue options that are available. I do believe we have options up to $300,000 in term insurance available for them. So we're going to go ahead and select the guaranteed, non-guaranteed term. Now, desired term length, you'll see that we have every option under the sun here as far as term lengths that are available. Traditionally, and more than likely, you're going to be looking at a 20 and 30-year term. As I mentioned earlier, we do have the option to run guaranteed universal life products from this as well. You'll just want to select the guaranteed UL option, and that's going to show you options for age, typically age 90, 95, 100 and through 120. So there's pretty much everything available there that you could that you need to show your clients. But for this purpose, we're going to go the 20 and 30-year term. Now, carrier and product below that, you can select from all carriers and products, which I recommend because you want to take a look at everybody. Now, if you're working with your marketing rep on this, they might make some suggestions to you on who to work with as far as who's most favorable for underwriting for the specific case that you're working on. And you can compare that up against the other carriers that are available. If you have a specific carrier in mind or product in mind, you can select that from selecting the select carrier and product, and you can go through, you can see that all of our carriers are available here as well. Or if you prefer to do just to show the carriers that have an e-app only, you can select that option as well, and that way it'll bring up just the e-app only carriers. We're going to go with all carriers and products. So riders, not all riders are offered by all carriers. And so when you select the different riders that we have available here, it'll show the carriers that offer those riders, and the ones that don't, of course, will not be on the quote. I will say that there are going to be some riders not available. If you're looking for living benefits, there's different products that do offer those. That's not available on this quoting engine, but contact one of your marketing reps and we'll be happy to show you those products. Now, health class, there's a couple options here. Typically, what agents will do is enter the select health class. You have, all non-tobacco. You can go with preferred non-tobacco, standard plus, standard non-tobacco. As a field underwriter for the life insurance companies that you represent, you know well enough which you tend to know well enough which rate class to give your client when you're working closely with them. So we all know that everyone's preferred unless proven otherwise. You can also enter health profile. You can do that. You can enter in the specific health information if you know that this client has some health history, maybe some family history that you want to enter in there. You can enter that information when you select help me assess the underwriting information, and that'll again sort out the carriers specific to the needs of the client. So now that we have gone through this this quoting software, we can go ahead and go view all quotes. You have a couple options here. You can show top 5. You can go view all. I like to go view all just to see what options are available. So now that it has brought up all the different carriers that are going to offer some insurance on the parameters that we have entered, there's a couple things. There's a lot of power in this section. This is in the sales process that you can work through with your client. And the nice thing is this works on any device. So if you have a phone or if you have a tablet and you're meeting with your client, you can bring up this information on the go. And if they're curious about the carrier, you can pull up that information by selecting the different links to kind of go over the carrier information with them, where they're located, the financial strength of the company. You can go through and have the underwriting requirements readily available just by clicking this. It'll tell you what's required. You'll see here for a preferred non-tobacco or protective, you're going to need a blood profile, home office urine specimen, motor vehicle report, and paramedical exam. Very helpful in the sales process to kind of keep the client out of the dark and they fully know what to expect. For the product type, the custom choice UL, you can select this. It's going to give you all the product features, the underwriting guidelines, the build charts, the underwriting requirements. You can go over all this with your client on the spot just to let them know exactly what they're getting into when they start this process with you. So over here to the right, you're going to see a couple prompts as well. So paper forms, we're all used to this. This is the actual paper application. It's going to pull all the state-specific forms that you need so that you can write the business if you want to do a paper app and collect wet signatures. You can do that. You just pull up the paper forms, print it out, and then you can fill that out on the spot. Now, there are a couple other options as well that you're going to see here. A drop ticket. Drop ticket, if you're familiar with that, it's more of a simplified e-application where you just collect the basic information for the client and submit it direct to the carrier. The carrier will then reach out to the client and complete the part one of the application and basically do all the heavy lifting of the application. It makes it really easy if you're wanting to go through the process as quick as possible. I personally like the drop ticket the most. It takes a lot of the stress out of your hands and puts it in the carrier's hands, and that way you can still look good, and they're still going to submit everything in good order following this drop ticket prompt. Now you're also going to see the e-app option. Now those of you who are familiar with the paper forms, this e-app process is going to be very similar. The only difference is it's going to be all online. And the nice thing about this feature is that it's not going to let you move forward unless everything is completed in good order. So once you go through...
Hey, Justin?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can I pause there for a minute?
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
Couple questions that came through, and I think it's probably timely to throw those out there so you can address them. One of the questions we had was, do we schedule the parameds or does INA do that? And I'll let you answer that. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. Thank you. Now we do schedule the paramed. We can do that for you. You know, we certainly let you do that as well. If you have a preferred vendor or a company that you work with, and you really like your process, we'll let you do that. I will say that it is good to let our case managers do that for you. It'll take a lot of the hassle out of your hands. They'll take care of everything, and it makes it easier for them to monitor what's going on with the paramed and the exam and each step of the process for underwriting. So great question. Yeah, we do that. We're happy to do that for you. And it's, of course, up to you and your preference.
And then next question was, if I use a drop ticket, can I get a copy of the completed app for my files and future needs for my client or prospect?
Yes, you absolutely can. There's an option on each of these, even the drop ticket and the e-app, where you can view and print the files that you have completed. And so you can go ahead and print off everything that you've done for your files and save that. We make it easy. There's also a way that if you want to save, and we'll go into this later, but if you want to save the application and complete it at a later date, you can go back to your list of applications. It'll save that in our database here. You can bring up again those files and print them off at any time.
Terrific. Thank you.
Absolutely. So now that the reason why I like going from the quote is because you're able to populate the information needed to proceed, and you know how much you're looking for, how much coverage you're looking for, how much the premium is going to be. Kind of gives you everything you need up front. When you start just from the e-app process, it's going to ask you for that information. If you don't have that, readily available. You'll have to go back and run the quote to get that information. So now that we've ran the quote, it's ready to go for us. So it's going to go ahead and fill out the information. We just put test case, date of birth, male, case description. I like this feature because if you want to, if you're going to be using this a lot, which I hope all of you will, you're going to want to title the case just to jog your memory when you're going through your case list of which case is which, because it does get confusing once you have several in your batch. So this is a handy feature. Carrier and product is automatically going to select that for you since we selected it from the quote. We're going to go with the Transamerica Trendsetter Super. Over here off to the right, you'll see the iGo e-app selection e-sign. Go ahead and select that. So here it's going to take us into the application. Now this is going to look familiar to everyone on this call. This is a standard application. The only difference, like I said, is it's all online. It's going to not let you move forward unless you populate and complete these answers. Anything marked in yellow you're going to want to answer. If you don't answer those questions, or if you answer incorrectly, it's not going to let you move forward. Well, it'll let you move forward to the next point, but you will not be able to submit the application until it's all in good order. We'll go through the different e-application points here just to kind of touch on each one. So for the e-application, you have your proposed insured information. You have your continued proposed insured information. You have a section to enter in the coverage, the specific coverage and any other riders that you want to select. If you selected accidental death or waiver of premium, that's where you'll put in this information here. You know, the different riders will all be available for you to view, and it's different, of course, for every carrier. Now, under the other insurance section, it looks like it populated a couple other options there. Sometimes it'll do that as you're filling this out with the coverage and riders. You'll see the Transamerica Opportunity Program. We can move past that. The beneficiaries, this is where you'll enter in the beneficiary information. You simply do that just by click here to add. It'll ask you for all the specific information, and make sure, again, if there's anything in yellow, that you go through and answer that correctly, and then you can move on to the next step. So the other insurance prompt, this is if there's any existing life insurance coverage or annuities, you're going to want to enter that information here. It is a requirement as well. We'll not let you move forward without doing that. Pending insurance. So that's going to ask if there's any other application for life insurance pending with any other company, just for the carrier's information. They want to know that. I'm going to move on to activities. So this is again, just it'll go through if you've smoked cigarettes or cigars, if you had any tickets in the past 5 years, and all that information. If you participate in skydiving, parachuting, any of that good stuff, it'll ask for that here. And of course, activities continued. If there's any additional information, you'll enter that here, and it'll go through. If you need to start a Part 2 non-medical health history of the app, you can do that here as well. Now there is a conditional receipt option on the drop ticket as well as the e-app process. So if that's something that you do when you are working with your clients, you do a temporary insurance agreement or a conditional receipt, you can collect that information here, and as well as collect the payment information here if you're going to do a pre-authorized check or collect a check. And that's when you would do that, and then of course you can send that check to us here at Insurance Network America. So the next step is the premium notice, the pre-authorized check. Again, this is for just the payment information. You'll collect that here. The agent report, this looks familiar to all of you who have filled out applications. You'll complete this in full as well. Report by agency office. Now this will go through and ask you what the purpose of insurance is, if you're related to the proposed insured. And this is pretty self-explanatory as you go through all of this. I just want to make sure you guys understand the process. Agent remarks. So this is a section where you'll submit any special requests or comments. If you want to submit a cover letter, this is where you'd fill out that information. And then finally, once you complete all of this and all of these are in good order, you'll see this green check mark. You want all of these to be marked in green, not red like they are. Then it'll let you move forward to validate and lock data. So if it's not in good order, it's going to tell you right here, not in good order. Your application is incomplete. That's when you need to go back, and you'll be able to see here on the left side which areas are not complete. You can go in and correct the information and submit it. And so once we submit, validate and lock the data, it's going to send out the necessary forms for signatures to your client's email that was entered in. Once they sign and submit, it comes back to you for you to finalize the application, sign it, and then submit it to our case management team. So once you've completed the application and you've submitted it, it comes over to our case managers, and right away they're going to get to work on this case. They're going to build the status of all the necessary requirements for you for the underwriters, and just keep you up to date of everything that is needed on the case. The nice thing is there's not going to be a lot of things needed on your end because of the in good order application that you completed. A lot of the times, and something that is very time consuming or can be time consuming, is if we complete a paper app and we don't have all the correct forms. This kind of eliminates that equation and helps us have everything in good order. So it automatically speeds up the process. And it gets to our case managers. They'll manage everything, make sure the status is built, and they'll keep you up to date on the entire process along the way to make sure that you know what's going on. So once our case managers have done that, we're going to work closely with underwriting, keep you up to date and in the know, and to get the most favorable outcome. And so once we have received an approval from underwriting, we're going to let you know what that approval is, whether it is approved as applied, approved better than applied, or approved worse than applied. If it comes back rated up, we're going to let you know, of course, in advance before any information is sent out to your client. And we're going to work hard to see if we can find a better option for them. We're going to take that information, since we have all of their case information on hand, that gives us the information to shop it out to other carriers to see if anyone else will give us a better offer than what we have been approved at. And then, of course, we'll work closely with you to present that information to your client so we can get the most favorable outcome to make sure that everybody is happy and that you get the sale. So now that you've gone through the e-application process, I want to kind of take you back to our website to show you a few things. Back at the Business Center. Now when you go to the Business Center and again to life insurance, you're going to see all these options. The one that we're going to go to here is the Easy Submit Life Applications. When you go in here to log in submit, it's going to take you into iPipeline. Now from here you can do a couple things. You can start a new case and start all over again. Like I said, if you've already ran the quote or you know exactly what you need, you can just go right into the application from here. You can also go to this neat prompt to view my cases. So this is going to show you everything that you've worked on with us. It's going to save all that information. If you've saved an application that you want to return to, this is where you do it. To kind of show you what a case looks like that has been completed. You'll see that this is ready to lock and submit. This is one that we've gone through and entered in all the correct information. It will have all the green arrows indicating that you've done everything correct. you can lock and proceed to the e-submission, and away you go. It really is simple from that point. So that's the nice thing about this, is it's not going to let you move forward unless everything's in good order. You're going to want to make sure that you have all the information you need readily available to enter all the information, and this will help you significantly cut down the time it takes in the life insurance process. So now that we've covered the basics of how to log into our website at insurancenetworkamerica.com, how to begin the EAP process by starting with a term life insurance quote, using the quoting software in the sales process, and how to successfully complete an in good order life insurance EAP, this is going to help you cut the new business cycle time in half. It'll help you to eliminate NiGO, which is not in good order applications. It's going to ensure that the proper applications and forms are used, and then ultimately this is going to reduce the cycle time and increase placement ratios, which is what we want for you guys. We want you to have these sales go as quick as possible, of course, so your client's happy, and of course so you can get paid faster. So I want to thank you for taking some time this morning to be on this call. We hope that the information we have provided today will equip you with the power to increase your life insurance sales. Please take the time to get to know the software. We know it will help you in your business. And of course, if you need assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at the sales desk by calling 800-456-7999, and we'll be happy to help you with the process. And I want to put a plug in there for Life Insurance Awareness Month. I hope you are taking advantage of that and that you're having success. And let us know if there's anything that we can do to help. And again, thank you for your time.
Yeah, hey Justin, nice work. Thank you for going through all that. Couple final thoughts I just want to share. Once again, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. It's been something we've been trying to create more awareness of, that we have this on our site and it exists, and it's already available to everyone. If you do need your login, please reach out to us. And part of this is just creating the awareness that this does exist. Don't hesitate to ask us any questions. We are committed to being a partner to you and your practice. These available tools that Justin went through, they're all designed to help you do what you do best, which is get in front of your client and cut down the minutia of all the paperwork that you need to go through in the app process or look at different carriers. And one other thing I want to comment, and this question came up in the call, is we can submit the pyramids for you. Our case managers are the best in the business. They are very thorough. They're very seasoned. They know all the ins and outs with all the different carriers. If you have a specific pyramid that you prefer to use, we'll certainly use that for you. We'll make the call for you, but that's the value of partnering with us. And so we'll manage the case. We'll provide you with updates. We'll order the pyramids. And just to wrap things up, if you have any other questions, you have a case you're working on, you need some help walking through this the first time through, you have other questions, don't hesitate to reach out in the meantime. And again, those that are not currently contracted with us that happen to be on this call, I want to thank you for jumping on the call with us. I encourage you to get contracted with us. Give us a chance to earn your business, and you'll find that we are really a true partner. We're there. We provide a live voice for you when you call in. You don't get some recording. We're available to help you grow your business. So that being said, Justin, thank you. Nice job. And everyone have a great rest of the day and the rest of the week. And we'll talk to you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you.